Have you ever felt like fruit juice became off limits the moment you were diagnosed with diabetes? Maybe you've heard warnings like, "Too much sugar, avoid it completely." For years, many seniors have steered clear of juice, worried that even a small sip might do more harm than good. But what if that fear isn't entirely based on fact? What if some natural fruit juices, the kind you can easily find at your local store, can actually help stabilize blood sugar, support your heart, and soothe the aging body? It might sound surprising, maybe even a little too good to be true, but recent research and real-world results are starting to tell a different story. Today, I'll show you 5 surprisingly sweet and common fruit juices that aren't just safe. They're actually good for you, especially if you're over 60 and looking for simple, natural ways to feel better, move easier, and live healthier. These aren't miracle fixes or trendy fads. They're everyday options that are affordable, accessible, and effective when used the right way. So before you pour your next glass of water or tea, let's talk about what's possible when juice works with your body, not against it. Because what's next might just change the way you see sweetness forever. Before we dive in, if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you hit that button and turn on the bell so you never miss another health tip made just for you. If you enjoy this video, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0 to let me know how I can make better content for you. 1. Fresh pomegranate juice, in moderation. Pomegranate juice is often overlooked, maybe because of its deep red color or perhaps because it's seen as too sweet to be safe. But the truth is, this beautiful ruby-colored drink holds more healing power than most people realize. For seniors managing diabetes, it may just be one of nature's most misunderstood gifts. What makes pomegranate juice unique is its incredibly high level of polyphenols, powerful plant-based antioxidants. One group of these, called punicalagins, has been studied for their ability to reduce oxidative stress, the same kind of internal damage that worsens insulin resistance and raises blood sugar. According to research published in the Journal of Nutritional Biochemistry, punicalagins can actually enhance the function of beta cells in the pancreas, the very cells that produce insulin. That means your body may respond better to blood sugar spikes and regulate them more smoothly. But it doesn't stop there. A 2017 study in the Journal of Nutrition Research showed that consuming 1/4 cup of 100% pure pomegranate juice daily led to improved fasting blood glucose levels and lower markers of inflammation in people with type 2 diabetes. What's important here is the portion. Moderation is key. When taken in small amounts, the natural sugars in pomegranate are absorbed more slowly, thanks to the juice's molecular structure and the presence of natural fibers, which act as buffers. For seniors, this juice also supports heart health, another major concern with aging. Its anti-inflammatory compounds have been linked to reduced arterial plaque, better blood flow, and lower blood pressure. That means pomegranate juice isn't just helping control blood sugar, it's also protecting your heart, your memory, and your mobility. 3 pillars of graceful aging. Drinking it slowly, maybe chilled in a small glass, becomes more than just a habit. It becomes an act of self-care. It's a way of saying to your body, "I hear you, I want to support you, and I'm still choosing sweetness. Just the right kind." So, if you've been afraid to reach for pomegranate juice, don't be. Choose the fresh, unsweetened kind. Pour just a few ounces and feel the richness of the fruit work with you, not against you. But what if I told you there's another juice, dark, tart, and surprisingly soothing, that not only supports blood sugar, but may help you sleep better at night? Let's take a look at this next one, because it might just become your favorite part of the evening. If you're still watching and finding these insights helpful, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're with me. Now let's move on to point number 2. Tart cherry juice, unsweetened. There's something quietly comforting about tart cherry juice. Its deep reddish-purple color, its slightly sour edge softened by a touch of natural sweetness. It feels like a gentle invitation to pause and care for yourself. For seniors living with diabetes, this simple juice can offer more than just refreshment. It may provide real, measurable support for both blood sugar control and overall well-being, especially when night falls. Tart cherries are rich in anthocyanins, natural compounds that give them their rich color and are known for their powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. These anthocyanins have been shown to improve insulin sensitivity, a key factor in diabetes management. A study published in the Journal of Medicinal Food found that participants who consumed tart cherry extract experienced significant reductions in fasting blood glucose levels and insulin markers. This effect is particularly relevant for older adults, whose metabolic systems tend to slow with age, making it harder to process sugars efficiently. Beyond blood sugar control, tart cherry juice offers another unique benefit that many seniors quietly struggle with: sleep disturbance. As we age, sleep becomes more fragile, more easily disrupted, harder to maintain. Tart cherries contain natural melatonin, the hormone that regulates sleep cycles. In a randomized controlled trial published in the European Journal of Nutrition, older adults who drank tart cherry juice for 2 weeks experienced longer sleep duration and better sleep efficiency, without medication or side effects. This connection between better sleep and blood sugar control shouldn't be underestimated. When sleep is poor, stress hormones like cortisol rise, which can increase blood glucose. By improving your sleep naturally, tart cherry juice may help your body restore the balance it needs overnight, a time when many seniors experience blood sugar spikes or restlessness. To enjoy its benefits, reach for unsweetened tart cherry juice and serve a small portion, about a quarter cup, in the evening. Sip it slowly, perhaps while unwinding with a book or music. It's a gentle way to end the day, not just for your mind, but for your metabolism. And while tart cherry juice helps you rest, there's another juice, bright, citrusy, and full of vitality, that could wake up your morning routine with its surprising support for blood sugar and your immune system. Ready to find out what it is? Let's take a refreshing look. 3. Fresh orange juice, diluted. Orange juice has long held a place at the American breakfast table, cheerful, bright, and bursting with sweetness. But for seniors living with diabetes, it's often been labeled a danger, a sugary indulgence best avoided. That caution isn't unfounded. Commercial orange juices, especially those with added sugars or concentrates, can spike blood sugar levels rapidly. But when you look closer and treat it with respect, fresh, diluted orange juice tells a different story, one of balance, nourishment, and even healing. The key lies in how it's prepared and how it's consumed. Freshly squeezed orange juice, when taken in small diluted portions, offers a host of natural compounds that actually support metabolic health. Oranges are rich in hesperidin, a flavonoid found in citrus fruits. Hesperidin has been shown in studies, including one published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, to improve endothelial function, reduce inflammation, and enhance insulin sensitivity in humans. That means it helps your body respond to glucose more effectively, instead of letting it linger in your bloodstream. Oranges also provide a steady dose of vitamin C, an essential antioxidant that plays a surprising role in blood sugar regulation. A 2019 study in diabetes, obesity, and metabolism found that vitamin C supplementation helped lower post-meal glucose spikes in older adults with type 2 diabetes. Combined with a high potassium content, which supports heart health and reduces blood pressure, orange juice, when diluted and respected, becomes more than just a drink. It becomes a carefully measured act of nourishment. For best results, use about 1/4 cup of fresh orange juice, mixed with equal parts cold water. Add a pinch of cinnamon, which research suggests may help reduce insulin resistance, and sip it slowly, preferably mid-morning when your body is most metabolically active. What you're doing is not indulging but partnering with nature, allowing your body to experience sweetness that is supported, not sabotaged. And that makes all the difference. So the next time you reach for a sweet sip, let it be with intention. Let it be something your body welcomes, not fights. And remember, sweetness isn't the enemy. Imbalance is. Now, what if I told you there's a juice often overlooked for its simplicity but quietly powerful in stabilizing blood sugar, improving gut health, and comforting your nerves all at once? It's a familiar friend in a cloudy bottle, and it's coming next. If you're still watching and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're here. Now, let's keep going with point number 4. 4. Apple juice, unfiltered, organic. There's something timeless and comforting about apples. Maybe it's the memory of biting into one on a crisp autumn day or the scent of warm applesauce in the kitchen. But beyond the nostalgia, apples, and more specifically, unfiltered organic apple juice, hold a quiet strength when it comes to supporting the needs of aging bodies, especially for those managing diabetes. Unlike clear, commercially processed apple juice, unfiltered juice, often labeled as cloudy, retains a rich blend of plant compounds, natural fibers, and polyphenols, particularly chlorogenic acid and quercetin. These compounds have been shown to help slow glucose absorption, reduce post-meal blood sugar spikes, and support overall metabolic balance. A 2015 study published in Molecular Nutrition and Food Research found that participants who consumed unfiltered apple juice experienced significantly lower increases in blood glucose levels compared to those drinking clear apple juice. The fiber and antioxidants in the cloudy juice appear to blunt the body's glycemic response, making it a gentler choice for seniors aiming to enjoy sweetness without the spike. But the benefits go even further. Apples, especially in juice form when minimally processed, contain pectin, a soluble fiber that not only slows digestion but also nurtures gut health. And gut health, as many newer studies suggest, plays a critical role in insulin regulation and inflammation control. A balanced gut microbiome can lead to better glucose management, and unfiltered apple juice helps feed the beneficial bacteria that make this possible. Seniors who may face slower digestion or constipation often find that a small glass of unfiltered apple juice in the early afternoon aids digestion while offering a gentle burst of natural energy. To make it even more diabetes-friendly, pair it with a small handful of almonds or walnuts. The combination of natural sugar and healthy fat helps stabilize blood glucose while keeping you full and satisfied. There's beauty and simplicity in choosing something familiar but wiser. When you reach for unfiltered apple juice, you're not just drinking something sweet. You're saying yes to balance, to digestion, and to nourishment from the inside out. But if apple juice is the gentle hug your system needs, then what comes next is a deep, rich, velvety surprise, a juice that doesn't just calm your sugar, but may also protect your memory and support your heart. Let's pour the next glass. 5. Concord grape juice, 100% pure, no additives. There's a quiet elegance in a glass of Concord grape juice. Its rich, deep purple hue, its naturally sweet and slightly tangy flavor, and the way it lingers gently on the tongue. For many, it recalls childhood memories or a comforting glass at breakfast. But behind its familiar taste lies a remarkable secret. When chosen wisely and consumed in moderation, Concord grape juice can be a silent ally in the journey of managing diabetes, especially for older adults. Concord grapes are a rare treasure among fruits. Their deep pigmentation signals a high content of polyphenols, particularly resveratrol, anthocyanins, and flavonoids, all powerful antioxidants that have been extensively studied for their ability to improve insulin sensitivity, reduce oxidative stress, and lower inflammation. In one study published in the Journal of Nutrition, researchers found that polyphenol-rich Concord grape juice led to improved insulin response in adults with metabolic syndrome, a precursor to type 2 diabetes. The participants also demonstrated better blood vessel function, a crucial benefit for seniors at higher risk of cardiovascular complications linked to diabetes. Unlike most juices on store shelves, 100% Concord grape juice, unsweetened, additive-free, offers sweetness with structure. Its natural sugars are cushioned by plant compounds that help modulate how the body processes glucose. And perhaps most compelling is how this juice supports not only metabolic health but cognitive and cardiovascular well-being, areas deeply intertwined with blood sugar regulation. A 2010 study in the British Journal of Nutrition showed that older adults who drank Concord grape juice daily for 12 weeks experienced improved memory function and enhanced brain perfusion. That's not just a mental lift. It's a gentle reminder that what we drink can influence how we think, feel, and connect. For seniors navigating forgetfulness, fatigue, or mental fog, this juice offers something subtle yet powerful. And for those who struggle with sugar cravings, a few ounces of chilled Concord grape juice in the afternoon may help curb the urge to reach for cookies or processed snacks. The natural taste satisfies the palate while giving the body something it can use, rather than something it has to fight. To make the most of it, pour just a small glass, about 1/4 cup, and enjoy it slowly, perhaps paired with a few almonds or a slice of cheese. This pairing helps slow sugar absorption and adds a feeling of nourishment and satisfaction. The ritual becomes a form of care, simple, intentional, and quietly healing. In a world full of restrictions, Concord grape juice offers a rare permission to savor something sweet without guilt, to enjoy something familiar with purpose, and to support your whole self, mind, heart, and blood sugar in one thoughtful sip. But before you reach for that next bottle or plan tomorrow's snack, take a moment with me, because up next, I'd like to share not just another juice, but a few gentle, important reminders. Little truths that often get lost in the noise, but may be the very things that carry you through each day with calm, clarity, and confidence. Let's reflect together. 6. A few gentle reminders for you. As we grow older, it becomes easier to feel overwhelmed by all the advice surrounding health. What to eat, what to avoid, how much, how often. It can feel like a long list of no's that overshadows life's small pleasures. But in truth, healthy living isn't about restriction. It's about rhythm. And when it comes to fruit juices, especially for seniors managing diabetes, how you approach them matters just as much as what you drink. So before we close this journey through nature's sweetest allies, let's pause together for a few quiet, thoughtful reminders, not as rules, but as gentle companions to guide your everyday choices. First, portion is power. Even the most beneficial juice can cause a spike in blood sugar if poured too generously or consumed too quickly. Think of juice not as a drink you gulp, but as a nourishing tonic, something to sip slowly with attention. A small glass, around 1/4 to a half cup, is often enough to enjoy the flavor, feel the benefit, and avoid the crash. Less can truly be more, especially when paired with presence. Second, quality always matters. When choosing juices, read the labels carefully. Look for 100% juice with no added sugar, no concentrates, and no artificial flavors. Better yet, when you can, make it fresh at home. A juice that comes straight from the fruit is not just healthier. It holds a kind of purity and connection that's often missing in boxed or bottled versions. That quiet act of preparation, slicing, squeezing, blending, becomes a moment of care, something you do not just for your body, but for your spirit. Third, consider what you eat with your juice. A piece of fruit has fiber, which slows sugar absorption, but juice does not. To restore that balance, pair your juice with a small portion of healthy fat or protein, a handful of almonds, a boiled egg, a slice of cheese. This small step can make a big difference, helping to stabilize your blood glucose and keep you feeling satisfied longer. And most importantly, listen to your body with kindness, not judgment. If you try a new juice and feel more energized, less inflamed, or simply more joyful, that's worth noticing. If something doesn't sit right with you, that's worth respecting too. Aging brings wisdom, and your body has stories to tell. Keep a small journal if it helps, not as a log of guilt or perfection, but as a gentle record of how food makes you feel, one glass at a time. You deserve to enjoy sweetness in your life, in taste, in memory, in quiet rituals that remind you you're still learning, still growing, still honoring the body you live in. And now that we've sipped and savored these natural choices, let's step back and take in the bigger picture, because how we end this journey matters just as much as how we began it. So stay with me for one final thought, one that just might change how you view health, aging and joy from this day forward. A sweet life lived wisely. What these juices remind us as we grow older is that life isn't about doing more. It's about doing what matters with care and clarity. Choosing what to eat and drink is no longer just about taste or routine. It becomes a statement of self-respect. And when you live with diabetes, or even just the natural changes that come with aging, every small choice feels a little heavier, a little more meaningful. What these 5 juices have shown us is that sweetness doesn't have to be feared. It simply needs to be understood, respected, and balanced. Pomegranate juice reminds us that healing can come from deep within, when inflammation is reduced and insulin has a chance to do its job. Tart cherry juice tells us that rest is not a luxury but a pillar of health, gently influenced by what we sip before bed. Orange juice, so often misunderstood, becomes a lesson in moderation, how we can still enjoy the familiar when we honor its limits. Apple juice shows us that cloudy things, just like life itself, often hold the richest nutrients. And Concord grape juice proves that even the simplest sips can nourish the brain, calm the heart, and uplift the spirit. But perhaps the biggest lesson is this: health doesn't come from cutting everything out. It comes from making peace with your body, listening to its needs, and giving it the tools to thrive, one thoughtful step at a time. That might mean choosing a small glass of juice instead of a soda. It might mean combining that juice with a healthy fat or protein. Or it might simply mean allowing yourself to enjoy something again, without guilt, but with wisdom. In a world that's full of no, this is your yes. Yes to natural sweetness. Yes to nourishment that respects your journey. Yes to daily rituals that feel good and do good. So what can you take it into tomorrow? Maybe it's setting a small intention tonight, like prepping a glass of juice and placing it in the fridge, waiting like a promise for the new day. Maybe it's leaving yourself a handwritten reminder. Moderation isn't punishment, it's power. Maybe it's simply recognizing the progress you made today and choosing to pass that encouragement on to someone who might need it. You don't need to get it all right. You just need to show up. With gentleness, with care, with presence. Because true health, it's not in a magic supplement or the latest restriction trend. It lives in the quiet, consistent choices that whisper, "I matter, I'm worth showing up for." So let your actions carry your wisdom. Let your cup, even if it's small, be filled with purpose. And above all, stay curious. Keep growing. The sweet life isn't behind you, it's just ahead. Waiting, one mindful moment at a time. These reflections are here to help you live more honestly and fully. Now, we'd love to hear from you. What's one thing you've learned today that you're excited to carry forward? Drop it in the comments. Your insight could uplift someone else on this path. If this video resonated, comment 1 to let us know. If not, share 0. Your feedback helps us grow. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel for more soulful content. Thank you for watching. Here's to living your truth, one thoughtful step at a time.